Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Hrituporna and now I will be discussing one of the most powerful tools in research, the survey. Surveys might seem simple, but they are incredibly effective in capturing real-world data and helping us answering important questions. Through this video, I will walk you through the fundamentals of surveys, their strengths, their challenges, and why they are my personal favorite data collection method. So, introduction to data collection. Data collection is the foundation of all meaningful research. Without good data, even the best theories can fall apart. Researchers use various tools to gather data that is accurate, relevant, and sufficient. Those tools are broadly categorized into two types: qualitative tools and quantitative tools, like surveys and experiments. In this presentation, I will focus specifically on surveys, which fall under the quantitative category. So, what is a survey? A survey is a structured method of collecting data from individuals using a questionnaire. It is one of the most widely used tools in both academic and professional research. Surveys allow researchers to standardize data collection, meaning every respondent is asked the same questions in the same way. They can be administered in multiple ways: paper forms, online platforms, telephone interviews, or even face-to-face interactions. This flexibility makes surveys extremely versatile and scalable. Now my next slide, types of surveys. There are several types of surveys and each serves a specific purpose. Cross-sectional surveys are conducted at a single point in time, offering a snapshot of a population. Longitudinal surveys collect data from the same group over a longer period, great for tracking changes or trends. Descriptive surveys aim to describe the characteristics of a population, such as age, income, or occupation, and analytical surveys go deeper, helping us understand the relationship between variables, for example, how income affect job satisfaction. There are some types of survey questions. Surveys are incredibly flexible when it comes to question types. There are closed-ended questions which include multiple choice, yes or no responses, and Likert scales. These are easy to analyze statistically. Then we have open-ended questions which invite longer free-form responses, while these require more effort to interpret. They often provide deeper, more nuanced insights. In research, a combination of both can give us the best of both worlds. Then, what are the advantages of surveys? Surveys have several clear advantages. First, they allow us to reach a large audience quickly, especially when done online. They are also cost-effective compared to methods like interviews or field experiments. Their standardized format ensures consistency in the data, and their structure makes the result easy to analyze using statistical tools like Excel, SPSS, or R. This efficiency is one of the reasons surveys are so widely used in academic and policy research. Uh, there is not any unmixed blessings on the earth, so there are slight disadvantages of surveys. Uh, uh, as I said, no method is perfect. So surveys can suffer from incomplete or dishonest responses, especially if the topic is sensitive. Since researchers are not usually present, there is no way to clarify misunderstandings if correspondents misinterpret a question. There is always the issue of low response rates, especially in online surveys. And finally, surveys are limited to what the designer includes. So if something important is left you won't capture it in the data. Then as a researcher, you should have to know that when to use a survey. Uh, Surveys are ideal when you need data from a large population. They are great for measuring opinions, behaviors, satisfactions, or demographic characteristics. You have likely encountered them in opinion polls, academic research, or customer feedback forms. In economics, for example, surveys are widely used to study labor markets, household incomes, and consumer behavior. So here I have put some example survey questions to give you a better sense. There are some common survey questions. On a scale of 1 to 5, how satisfied are you with your current income? One kind of survey question. Then how many hours do you work per week? That is another kind. What is your highest level of education completed? And what are your main sources of income? These type of questions are short, clear, and easy to analyze, which is why they are so effective. Next, the visual representation of results. One of the great things about survey data is how visual it can be. For example, you can use pie charts to show the percentage of respondents in different categories. Bar graphs can highlight the frequency of different responses, and in longitudinal studies, line graphs are perfect for showing trends over time. Visualizing data helps both researchers and the audience understand the results quickly. There is some case example. Let me share a simple example from economics. Suppose we conduct a survey on 100 households to study income satisfaction and employment conditions. We could analyze the relationship between employment type and income level or between gender and job satisfaction. All these insights comes from well-structured survey data. This kind of survey can play a crucial role in shaping public policy or improving social programs. When conducting surveys, it's essential to think about ethics. Participants must give informed consent and their responses should be kept confidential. We must avoid leading or biased questions and always respect participants' right to withdraw or refuse. Ethics is not just a checklist, it's a core part of responsible research. And the most important thing is that survey is my favorite tool. And why I have said that survey is my favorite tool? Because they are simple, flexible, and powerful. They allow me to reach a large audience in a short time, especially through online platforms like Google Forms. They are easy to design, combining open and closed questions based on the topic, and the data is already structured, which makes it much easier to clean, code, and analyze. In economics, where we often deal with large samples and measurable outcomes, surveys are incredibly effective. That's why I find them to be the most useful and practical data collection tool. So here I have reached the last part of my video today. So the conclusion. To conclude, surveys are more than just forms. They are a bridge between people's opinion and meaningful insights. They offer a balance of simplicity and structure, speed and scalability, and when designed thoughtfully, they provide data that can lead to impactful decisions and valuable research. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like, comment, or share. See you in the next video. Bye.